So, as many of you will have noticed, I haven't really been covering a lot of Monster Hunter Wild content as of late, and the main reason for that is because I want to go through the full experience with everyone when the game releases at the end of February. Having said that though, with the latest video by IGN, where they hunt down the apex of the Oilwell Basin, the Black Flame, now officially known as the Nu Udra, I want to go through my thoughts and opinions regarding this monster, because this creature alone could change a couple of things in the Monster Hunter series overall. So let's go ahead and talk about this monster, and thanks to IGN for providing the video for the hunt against the monster, because this is definitely something that I've been wanting to see for quite some time now regarding the Black Flame, but because Capcom were very hands-off about it up until this point, we didn't really get much information on it regarding what it looks like or what we could expect from it in terms of a hunt or anything like that. So thank you again to IGN for basically making this video for everyone to see. So the first thing we're going to look into is the characteristics of this monster, and right off the bat, it's a giant flaming octopus. This definitely makes the monster unique in its own way compared to other creatures we've seen so far in Wilds. And in terms of other cephalopod-like monsters within the series, we have the Yamatsukami and the Nakarkos. However, unlike those elder dragons, which have specified arenas you hunt them in, the Nu Udra is not limited to an arena-like setting. Being the apex of the Oilwell Basin means the monster explores the region, interacts with the environment, and has turf wars against other monsters, like the turf war with the Ajarkan that we see in the IGN video. This means that we could be looking into a new category of monsters never seen before in the entire series if the Nu Udra is not categorized as an elder dragon. I'm really hoping that it's not an elder dragon, because the Nu Udra could introduce more cephalopod monsters in the series that aren't caged in some arena fight in the future. Now, because of how technically advanced the Nu Udra is as a monster from a development perspective, I'm really hoping that Capcom has finally broken past the technical limitations of previous games, and we see monsters that haven't returned for quite some time make a return in Wilds, and possibly its future expansion. I mean, let's be honest here, there's gonna be an expansion. If they can add something as complex as the Nu Udra and have it exploring a locale, having so much interaction with the environment, then they should be able to bring back the OG Leviathan in the series. I'm hoping that in a future trailer just before the release of the game, they showcase a tease for this monster. I mean, come on Capcom, that would be the perfect time for you to tease the OG Leviathan for the series. Now, because of how vastly different the Nu Udra is compared to anything else we've seen in the series, I can definitely see them adding in a new category to fit this particular individual. Having said that though, whether they add in more monsters in that category, that remains to be seen. I can see them adding in something like a subspecies or variant of the Nu Udra to be added in the expansion of Wilds, but I don't see them adding in something completely different as of yet. This is something similar to what they did with Fanged Wyverns, where they introduced the Zenogre as the only Fanged Wyvern between 3rd and 4th generation, and it wasn't until Monster Hunter World where we got to see more Fanged Wyverns being added in the series. So that could be the case with the Nu Udra as well, and the potential new category that this monster would be introduced in. Finally, given how much Capcom spoke about the technical complexities in adding Nu Udra in Wilds, this gives the series potential to expand upon existing monster groups that haven't had any new additions for quite some time, the best example being Snake Wyverns. With how much Capcom invested in expanding the Fanged Wyvern category back in 5th generation, this would be the perfect time for them to expand upon the Snake Wyvern group. And given how large each map is within Wilds, there's plenty of room for them to create new Snake Wyverns without being hindered by any issues they might face with vertical movement. Hopefully, the addition of Nu Udra provides Capcom the inspiration to create new Snake Wyverns as well within Monster Hunter Wilds. Now overall, the addition of this new cephalopod monster greatly opens up new possibilities for monster designs within the series, as they're no longer as technologically limited as they were in past games. This also gives potential for Capcom to breathe new life into previous monsters we haven't seen return for quite some time, and expanding existing monster groups with fresh new monsters on their roster. So, with all of that being said, what do you think about the Nu Udra overall? And do you think this monster would introduce a completely new category of monsters within the series? Do let us know your thoughts and opinions regarding the addition of the Black Flame within Monster Hunter Wilds. And as always, if you enjoyed these videos, please consider hitting the like on the video itself, leaving a comment down below, and subscribing to the channel so you can go ahead and catch up on any other content that I might be doing in future. Until then, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks ever so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Onward and upward.